Good morning. Today is Tuesday, February 7th, 2012, and this is the Raw Food Cowgirl. As I told you in my last video, I am no longer on my juice fast, and I've been eating a lot of fruits and vegetables and staying away from oils and fats. This morning I am having, this is the juice of 4 large carrots, the juice of an apple, there's something else in there, an orange, the juice of an orange, and then I blended in a banana. I'm also having this morning a very small bowl of steel cut oats, organic of course. Excuse my dogs if you heard them barking. They're a little upset this morning, as am I. Off the subject of raw food and onto the cowgirl part of me, but last night obviously my horses thought it was the full moon and my 2 unbred mares decided to go through their electric fence, rile up my stallion who's been by himself all winter long, and then he went through his electric fence and I found them in my backyard. So at 3:30, 4 o'clock this morning, the kids and I had to go round up all the horses. Luckily, our 19-year-old gelding was fine and not hurt. The last time a stallion got loose, when our gelding was with the mares, he nearly killed the gelding. This time I don't know why or how. Different stallion. I don't know if that was part of it, or just the fact that the gelding and 1 pregnant mare hadn't made their way around into the backyard, so they weren't actually with the stallion. Anyway, I didn't really go back to sleep until about a half hour before the boys had to go to school, and yeah, it's been a long morning. I was getting ready to juice. Actually, I was about halfway done with juicing when I heard a big commotion. I looked out back and I found our stallion. They like to, when they get their band of mares, they like to band them together and keep them all in a tight little group so he can keep control of them. Typical men. Well, the 2 pregnant mares, there's 2 mares that lost their foals, so they were really tight with him, and then the 2 pregnant mares that are due the end of February, 1st of March, they're like trying to keep up with them running around, you know, and they can't. Their big old bellies are swaying, so I decided about halfway through juicing to go out there and separate the 2 pregnant mares from the 2 unbred mares. Of course they could be bred by now, and the stallion. So I have not showered, I've not done my coffee, I'm just now drinking my juice that I actually started juicing about an hour and a half ago. It's been a long day already and it's only 10 o'clock. I may actually take a nap today. Strangely enough, I'm feeling pretty good considering on Super Bowl Sunday, I think I'm allowed to say that, I don't know. I cheated pretty badly, actually, for me, cheating. And I had some goat cheese and some crackers. I didn't eat a lot. I'm talking I had, you know, a couple little crackers. So I haven't been exactly eating as I want, but yet at the same time, my RA and fibro have not been bothering me. So that's a good sign. I did, however, a couple days ago put a tomato pepper salsa on some lettuce, and that evening and the next day my hands did swell up and get very hot and felt like I was getting a flare. So when I have tomatoes and peppers, it just kills my hands within hours. And then that night and the next day, my knees and my hips my feet just be insane. So it goes back to the nightshade plants. I've posted about that before. If you just search on the side of my blog about nightshade plants, you'll see I wrote an article about that, so you can read that. But then at one time recently, in the last couple of months, I decided, oh, maybe they weren't as bad as I thought. They really do make a difference. I wish they didn't, because I love tomatoes. I love hot things, peppers and spice, and you know, cayenne is a pepper, so therefore it reacts the same way. I hate that. But then again, you know, yesterday I had 6, 7 bananas. I feel great. You know, sounds kind of crazy. I had bought 2 great big huge bunches of bananas and basically for the boys and myself, and I thought it would get us through, you know, a week, ate 8. Well, there's only 2 left. And they were supposed to get us through a whole week and they didn't. So, of course I having one this morning. But when I'm eating just fruits, but the apples and the bananas and the fruits and the berries and the grapes and pineapple and that sort of thing, and when I'm eating just the salads and just the fruits, I feel great. I really, really do. The RA, it's just, my joints feel not 100% normal like before I got it. I mean, it hasn't completely reverted back to before. Of course, I am 43. For those of you who are curious how old I am 43. But, you know, I guess between the RA and my age, I consider myself to be extremely lucky. I've not been on any drugs for years. I take pain pills very, very seldom. The only time I actually do any sort of pain therapy at all is on the nights when I wake up in the middle of the night from severe pain in my hands and knees and hips when I've eaten the salsa with the tomatoes and the peppers. Then I have to get up and I do what Gerson calls a triad. It's a vitamin C, niacin, and an aspirin. Almost missed that one. And it does work pretty good actually. So there's a lot to say about staying away from processed foods, staying away from cooked foods, staying away from the foods that make you feel bad, whether they're allergies or because they're a nightshade plant and you have RA, or if you find that there are certain foods and vegetables, even though they're supposedly good for you, if you find that they don't work for you personally, you know, stay away from them. It's a lesson that I have to learn over and over and over again. You know, I'll remember that lesson for weeks or months, and then, you know, I get pulled back into the salsa. But at the same time, even though it tastes great going down, and I'm, oh, this tastes so good, oh, this tastes so good, 5-6 hours later, I'm in utter pain. I don't believe there's any one person out there that has the answer, because I believe each and every one of us is an individual. You can probably eat tomatoes and peppers just fine. Maybe bananas bother you. Maybe almond milk bothers you. So you need to stay away from them. But I need to remember and realize that tomatoes and peppers, nightshade plants, are bad for me. We are each and every one of us individuals, and our bodies vibrate on different levels, and we need to heal our own bodies. We need to listen to our own bodies. Sure, listen to all the raw gurus, listen to all the health people, the health experts, the doctors. Listen to everybody and be open to what everybody has to say. And learn it and listen and take it back and then try out everything and find out what works best for you. And that is the best way, in my opinion, how to heal yourself. And that's it for today. Have a great day. It is a full moon, and I plan on doing a little something for that tonight. That is, if my horses behave and don't run around like fools like they did last night and end up in my yard. Thank God they didn't go through my greenhouse. I would have lost my mind. But anyway, because I have a lot of stuff coming up. I'm so excited. If I had a handheld video camera, I would take you guys out with me and show you my awesome little greenhouse and all the stuff coming up in my yard that's reseeded itself that looks so awesome out front. If you ever come to visit, I do not have a lot of flowers out front. My front garden is vegetables. Love it. I mean, what's not better than going out and grazing in your own front gardens? So anyway, have a great day. Love you. This is the Raw Food Cowgirl.